Alright, welcome to myguitarkits.com. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble the TL style guitar. So as you can see, the guitar kit comes with everything you need. The body, the pick guard, the wiring and tone harness, the bridge with the single coil pickup, as well as the single coil neck pickup. And then all the screws and pick guards and everything else, even a set of guitar strings. Now the assembly of the kit is fairly straightforward. The only thing that you might need a little bit of help on is using the soldering iron to make sure all the wires are properly soldered. The tone and volume knob already come pre-soldered. You'll see the volume knob is the one that has a lot of the wires soldered to the top of the potentiometer, and then the tone knob is the one that has the capacitor soldered, the green capacitor soldered to it. So just keep that in mind. The instructions in the kits should have all this information for you. Next step I would recommend also before you assemble, unless you want to keep the wood the way it is to paint the kits first, right? It's a lot easier to get all the painting done before you have things attached to it. So recommendation would be first paint the kit, get it to the color you want, and then start assembling it afterwards. But that's up to you how you want to customize it and do everything you want. So let's just start now with the actual construction. So first things first, let's start with the bridge. So as you can see, the bridge itself has a single coil pickup built in. It's got 4 holes on the side where these get attached to the body. And on the back you'll see the red wire. Now what I did is I actually tucked in the red wire in between this bolt right here. Makes it easier to fit once you put it into the cavity, so that it's not bumping against the side of the pickup. So let's start by threading this. If you look inside the body, there's this hole over here. So the wire's going to go through this hole and it comes out in the other side into the pocket where the tone and volume knob go. So let's start by threading it in. Nice and easy. Once it comes in on the other side, this will just fit fairly straightforward into this. Now you see there's the four holes. They all align with the bridge itself. Now when you notice, the kit came with a couple screws, so there's 4 screws that are sort of medium height. Don't confuse these with the big bolts that get or screws that get used for the neck. So you'll see the 2 different sizes here. The big ones go the neck pocket, and these go with the bridge itself. I'm not going to screw it in right now, so let's just leave that as is. Next thing we will do is put in the single coil bridge pickup. I'm sorry, this is a neck pickup. Now notice when you pull these out of the bag, because there's a fairly strong magnet on these, a lot of the screws are getting stuck to it. So just make sure you pull all the screws off, keep them to the side. And for now, we'll just put them all aside and start picking out the actual pickup. Again, check everywhere on the pickup. Make sure you don't have any loose screws or springs that are stuck to it. Just pull them all out. All right, there we go. So now, this pickup is got a white wire and then a silver and a white, a yellow wire and a silver and a white wire inside of it. Now the way you'll see on the pocket itself, there's sort of a triangular shape going here. Same shape you can sort of make out on this kit itself. So let's put this in. Again, there's a hole inside of it. That goes from the inside back towards the side here. Now this one's a little bit longer than the previous one, so when you run this through, just make sure you push and gently push in and try not to get the wires stuck inside it. So there we go. So So that was actually pretty easy. So now that you pull it up, you're all set. So now we have the pickup, both the neck and the bridge pickup wired to the guitar. Alright, so now that we have the pickups installed, again, nothing is really screwed in just yet. The next step is we need to put the tone and volume knob on the pickguard itself. Again, nothing too complicated on this one. So you have the harness of the volume and tone pods. Now my preference is to put the volume pod on the front and the tone knob towards the back. It's up to you how you want to do this. But again, pretty easy. So the way you do this is you first push this volume knob in the small holes towards the back. Push one in, take a washer, again, a little washer, put that in on the top, and then take the little bolt, the nut, and then just twist it on, right? Slide it in, twist it down so that it's fairly tight. We're just gonna do this by hand right now, so we're not using any pliers or any wrenches to push this thing down. So there's one. And now the second one also goes on the bottom. Again, a washer, and then the nut on top, and this just gets screwed in. Done. So now we got these two. The third one to put in is the selector switch that goes into the big hole. The selector switch, if you notice, already has the nut and a washer in it. Leave the bottom nut where it is. That's used to tighten it a little bit from the bottom up. So we're gonna leave the bottom one in, and then we're just gonna take it in, put it in the hole, and a washer first, and then the nut on top of it. Again, everything gets hand tightened at this time. Okay, done. So now you have volume, tone, and the selector switch for the pickup. So it's a three-way switch. So the way these work is you push this forward, it's going to be working off the neck pickup. Middle, it's going to power both the neck and the bridge pickup. And then pull it back, it's just going to be the bridge pickup. Alright, so the wiring for the pickups. So now that we have this already all assembled, put in here in the pickguard, we're going to see there's a couple wires to take note of. So there's a yellow wire. This is going to go into the middle pole of your three-way selector switch. So it goes soldered smack in the middle here. Next you have this fairly thick wire that has both a silver and a white wire coming out of it. Oops, sorry. So this gets connected to the output jack of the guitar. The white wire is the one that goes to the pole that's the tip of the jack, and the silver wire gets soldered to the sleeve of the jack. Let's see how to solder these things together.